I'm not sure how many pips it was. Let me just get your broker statement up. So I've just got stopped out for 32 pips. Basically, the original trade idea was doing alright. Inverse fair value gap stayed intact. We formed another one after trading up on the 3 minute, traded down, broke structure. Not really broke structure, but traded into this fair value gap here. My entry idea was so 1 minute. We had this fair value gap form here, past this, put a short here, trade. Prices just chopped along, come up a bit. Had some really fast, volatile action in these two candles here. And yeah, we've just been stopped out. So I know I said that I was gonna follow my model, and you know, technically I was. I was just entering a bit later on the trade. So my stop's a bit tighter. I had it, where is it? Just above this inverse fair value gap on the 1 minute. Here. And yeah, so now we're looking down the barrel of this. And yeah, I'm a bit confused. I think ultimately I shouldn't really have got in. Just been impulsive today. What am I doing? But likewise, if it had gone the other way, I wouldn't have said the same thing. So yeah, seeing what's going on here. It's pretty much, as you can see, we've got a 15-minute fair value gap here that we've now tapped. And there's a moth in my room, brilliant. And yeah, I'm thinking we're just going to keep going up here. Some weird action happening. This looks pretty bullish, especially this big candle here. But it's difficult to tell. So I'm a bit confused right now. I'm not going to lie, a little bit confused. That's how I feel. And yeah, just looking at this. So any other gaps above it? What else we got? Try this out a bit. I know there's a lot going on in my chart at the moment. So can't tell if this was just a sweep to take this and then come up into this 15-minute, keep this intact, or you know, if this is the retracement here, the entry should look something a bit more like that. Target down here. Although I am conscious that the new previous daily low and the previous daily high, today's daily low and high, will be updating soon. And I'll be up here and down here by the looks of it so far, depending on what happens. It's currently 4:30. Yeah, coming up to 4:30 New York time. So yeah, a bit of a kill zone here. What's going on? Is this just going to zap up, or is this the retracement? That's the question. But yeah, the reason why I was looking at this was because on the Nasdaq, Now I know I said we had S&T here. The price had traded up a little bit, tap this inverse fair value up, and then come down like that, like this. I think it is just price trading fully down into this imbalance, the final imbalance for the move up. So, yeah, interesting one to watch right now. When you look at it on the 1 hour here, it could also be just filling this to then continue down. But yeah, ultimately I took another loss here, and just waiting to see what's happening here. Because this, I mean, yeah, no, I shouldn't really take another entry here. Should just leave it for the day, wait. When you see stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Like what? Obviously, the market's coming to a close, so price action is going to slow down a bit. But when we look at some of the trades that I have taken, like they can oftentimes retrace in the PM session and then come down in London. So it's just a case of monitoring this. Do you know what I mean? So what's 30 doing? I know US 30 is not really correlated. We're in the middle of the range here, so it could go anywhere. But US 30, did we get an inverse up here? So US 30 had an inverse here, and then it didn't like displace down. Do you know what I mean? It like traded down. So price action is just I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to wait for a new previous daily low, because I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know. I feel like it could just be a retracement. Tap this and then continue down, because we've got break structure, fair value gap. 1, 2, 3 candles here. Like, do you know what I mean? Still adapting to having patience with this, because you know, the last year and a half, I've been learning to trade through the New York AM session, and this strategy seems to unfold through multiple different sessions, with a lot of take profits happening in the following day London session or the following day AM session. Do you know what I mean? So it's a interesting one. I don't think I'm going to get back in here, because yeah, that I went in 1.5% risk on the last trade rather than 2%, just because of the time. But yeah, I'm looking at that. Like, I want to see this taken, but I'm not sure whether it needs to be, because that is a previous inverse fair value gap on the weekly chart. You trade it back into it, and I'm pushing up. I don't know. The fact that the fact that I don't know, and I'm trying to force something, I'm trying to force an idea here, tells me everything I need to know. In that, I should just wait. So, with that being said, that is a 32 pip stop loss where it originally was, and that's 2 losses for the day. Like, price could inverse this, trade that. I don't know. See, this is the thing. if I had taken an earlier entry and my stop loss was still, if I hadn't closed my original position, the price had come down here, rather than waiting for a later entry, then I'll be up in like £100 profit. But this here, so this isn't really a trade recap, it's more of a brainstorming video journal, I guess. Yeah, I'm not liking this at the moment, just because it's later in the day. I think ultimately what's going to happen is it'll come back down into this fair value gap, maybe, or like into this, and it's a 5-minute inverse. Price should really push. Don't know. When you look at that, trade up. I've been trying to get it to come here. Not get it to come here, but I've been targeting down here the last couple of trades. And I've not got it. And I think it's because of this weekly inverse. And the fact that also, so I'm burping. On the 4 hour, is it? We've just traded back into this breaker block here. After break structure here, pushed up, traded back. So really my target should be up here. As previous weekly high, we'll mark that in orange. My laptop is so slow right now, it's dying. So when we look at this, does that seem viable for the rest of the week? Make the so that that'd be on February. No, that's not the one. Is this one? No. Spin this round. Ultimately, that should have been the entry. Then come up. Yeah. Okay. And then, what have we just... So this is the thing. Previous daily low is at equilibrium. So price could come back to equilibrium and then continue up. Because we've not actually come back yet. But we've kind of tapped it. What about if we go from the bodies of the candles? Come on. Oh man, my laptop's so slow right now. Let's go from the bodies. So you look at that. The price has. So it depends where you draw the range from, whether you're, oh my word, whether you're looking at the bodies of the wicks. I think ultimately I just need to sit this one out and wait, because I've just created another loss that just was a bit unnecessary. Yeah. all that in mind. Right, anyway, I'll be back for the rest of the week.